I'm Southpaw, and today we're doing a lovely little crafting video. But I don't want to tell you what I'm crafting until the end because I feel like the shock of seeing what I'm crafting. Not shock. It's not shocking. For me, not shocking. If you have no idea who I am, of course it's gonna be shocking. But if you do, it's not gonna be shocking at all. So you're not gonna get to see what I'm cutting out and pasting. You might see little glimpses, take little guesses, but like not enough. But in the meantime, when you're not figuring out what I'm doing, you'll be hearing me talk about a set of topics that make me talk a bunch. Because originally it's gonna be a stream, then my computer died, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be a YouTube video now. So yeah. And before we start anything, how's your day been? Having a good day? So, first on the list, spoiler warning for The Girl from Nowhere, because I remember I watched it and it's such a good fucking thing. It's such a good show. It's a genuinely good show. And that's like so crazy to me. Not crazy to me. It's just really, really good, right? So like at the end of it, like pretty much if you don't feel like watching it, the entire thing is about the main character named Nano, who is like almost like the embodiment of karma, really. Because like she'll go to these schools where kids are like high school students are doing like these terrible fucking things to people. Like there was one episode where there was a guy who was constantly sleeping around and getting girls pregnant and then not taking responsibility for it. Like he wouldn't bother using protection or anything like that. And then he like got with Nano, and Nano was like, yeah, now you're pregnant. Now you have to deal with that, right? So there's that. There's another one where a teacher who felt underappreciated, and through Nano's influence, she ended up like shooting up her school. It's heavy stuff, and I think some of them are based off true stories, but you don't get the justice that Nano provided, right? So in one of the stories, there's another girl who comes in. Her name is Yuri. So Yuri gets like, okay, so as well as in the show, Nano will get like a few times she'll get killed, right? Like quote unquote killed. But then in reality, what actually happens is she just gets like reincarnated almost immediately. So when she gets reincarnated, she comes back as being like a look at this, you can't just get rid of your crime, right? So one day she's doing her usual thing. So it was a really good episode, and she ends up getting involved with a girl named Yuri, and then the Yuri girl ends up dead, quote unquote, and she falls into a tub of Nano's blood, right? It's like Nano's in the tub, like quote unquote dead, she's bleeding, and then Yuri falls into that same tub, and like I guess kind of like breathes in some of her air while she's under there. Not air, blood, while she's under there, and then ends up, taking it in. So Yuri ends up being like this little, like, Yuri sees and knows what Nano's doing as being like this, she doesn't know exactly what Nano's doing, right? Because she's annoying in this fact that like, in her eyes, Nano's just causing havoc to quote unquote bring justice, but Nano's a lot more like careful with hers, right? Because Nano's not fucking stupid, and Yuri acts stupid all the time. And it's like, come on, do better, right? At the end, Yuri ends up freeing this like this young girl who's a serial killer, right? Like this same episode, Nano has like visions of herself like actually dying, like not like fake play around dying, hee hee ha ha, but like actually like kicking the fucking bucket, right? And this like terrifies her, obviously. So then she ends up getting killed. Yuri goes over and like there's like this young girl who's a serial killer that whose mother was covering up her crimes, and Yuri ends up giving her some of her blood so then she'll live forever, right? First off, Yuri don't even know if her blood works the same way Nano's does. So how she knows gonna live forever? Like the way her and Nano are already living. Second of all, why the fuck would you give it to a goddamn serial killer? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is literally, it's like Yuri's fucking shit up because Yuri's like, the world is terrible and I'm getting revenge on it. It's like, no, the point isn't revenge, it's karma, you dumb fuck. But anyways, I digress. So then at the end, you can see, like, after Yuri and the other girl, Miss Junko, not Junko Nishima. I'm so funny. What the fuck? Oh my god. After Yuri and Junko do a little like, yep, you go on your way, lol, time to cause havoc. You pans out and you can see Nano sitting on like a bridge above them. As of me recording this video, there's not a new season, so I don't know what happens next. But I always theorize that, like, cause like seeing that scene, I was like, okay, yeah. So obviously, this is like the first time Nano has died like this. Technically, it looks like what happened is that like this isn't the first time Nano has like quote unquote died, and it's most likely not going to be the last time Nano's quote unquote died. I feel like because like the episode before she died, it was the lesson of that episode was like, yeah, if one person's punching everyone else, who's gonna punish that person for punching everyone else, right? So I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, so that's probably has to do with Nano. Because what I'm thinking is that it worked for her, it works in a cycle, where it's like, oh yeah, I go around, I punish people, then after a certain amount of punishments, I have to deal with my own karma for doing these kind of things to these people. What she's doing to these people is genuinely terrible. She had a boy who was pretending to be rich to his friends to make like to show off. She got his parents to pretend to be servants, and then they got beaten by his friends. He didn't do anything about it because he wanted to keep face. And he had to go back to his parents who knew that. And they were just kind of staring at him like, really? 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 For real? You know? So I think like she knew it was gonna happen, but each time she's like, it's genuinely scary because like if you die and you can come back over and over again, no matter how many times, and you're A-okay. Having to die for real one time, yeah, I'd be fucking terrified too. And the way she died was very traumatic as well. Like she like got overpowered and killed. Like that's like terrifying. I think in the next season, Nano's obviously gonna come back, and it's not gonna be like she's gonna come back and do what she usually does. She's going to come back as Yuri and Junko's karma, right? So she's gonna come back as their karma instead of anyone else's. So while they're trying to like we're teaching people at this school a lesson, in reality it's gonna be, oh yeah, you're gonna fucking die now. The death you've been scared of so far, the death you've been trying to avoid by using my blood, you're dying now. That's it. Anyways, it stopped recording. I have to. So my next point is the absolute bullshit phenomenon of an amazing story concept being ruined because the hubris of man that refuses to properly prepare for what they plan to create, i.e. Naruto to try to become human and Poppy Playtime. So first off with Naruto, it was a case of like a lovely, wonderful, like Naruto's world building is top fucking notch. Like this is the greatest world building I've seen in a long, long time, if ever. Like this is the kind of world building that inspires kids to do world building because it's so like meticulously made, and obviously there's a lot of love put into it, right? But then also the character building, however, is just a little interesting. By interesting I mean shit. So Kishimoto is already like, he understands that he's not good at writing women. He knows that. One of his main like 9 characters, like the Rookie 9, one of them doesn't have a last name. No last name. None. And that's crazy to me. Because how are you continually putting her in here? How are you continually putting the bitch in here and you never give her a last name? That's crazy. That's wild to me. Where the fuck is this going? Right there? Okay. Like I'm starting to read the manga, right? Because originally I watched the show, not in its entirely, but it was like I was told to read the manga, and like, because I said, oh yeah, the manga's better than the actual show, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'll trust you guys. I'm reading the manga and I'm like, fuck, this is corny. God, this is so corny. Oh my god, it hurts. It hurts to read. Because it does hurt to read. It's so painful. It hurts to read a lot, and I don't like it. Point is, it felt very tone deaf. It was a very tone deaf piece in general. But what else am I gonna expect from someone who made Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain? Either he made them or the same company made them. But you know, shit, people either way. But I'm touched. They have their own slide for this one. Poppy Playtime and the audacity to make a fucking NFT, you dumb slut. What the hell were you thinking? I'm gonna set the stage for you. So, you just launched your horror game, right? You guys have been working hard on it. You know, it's really good. People are playing in droves. All the biggest YouTubers are giving it so much hype because of like, oh, this is a really good game. Da 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 da. Everyone's super excited for it, right? People, you even have horny hype from it. You have people who are horny for your main villain, hyping it up because they like the main, they want to fuck them, and that's the ultimate type of hype. Essentially, you have this massive hype for your game, for this thing you've been developing, right? There's also this little thing called an NFT going around, and you can see every single time. Like, there are bigger game franchises, bigger horror game franchises who simply looked in the direction of NFT and they are fucking cooked online. People were ready to just pull everything they had from them. They just like, they almost face financial ruin because of it. Then you go, I think I'm going to open an NFT for my new horror game, one chapter out. I'm gonna open an NFT for it and then include lore in that NFT. If people found out that there were FNAF NFTs being made, went to Scott and said, what the fuck are these? If he didn't explain fast enough, he would have lost fucking everything. Okay, they found out Scott was homophobic and that was A-okay. They found out he was racist, that was A-okay. Found he did an NFT, they were going to crucify him. Crucify. And that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And the fact that they did it and they didn't even pull back. They never pulled back. From what I know, they never fucking pulled back. That's why it went like radio silent on it for like a while. Cause I found this out because I was like, you know what happened to Poppy Playtime? Like what? Everyone was so hyped for it. Are we just like being like the normal fandom hiatus quiet where it's like, oh yeah, people just kind of waiting, you know. But usually there'll still be like some kind of fan art being made, theories being created. No. They opened an NFT and fucked themselves over from the get-go. And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy how you just took that out like that. Like, if you wanted to stop working on the game, you could just said that. You could have just said, I lost passion for it, guys. Sorry, you didn't have to make an NFT for it. Jesus Christ. It's wasting money bullshit. It's shit, oh my god, the shit rich people do because they have all the fucking time on their hands. Just buy a yacht or something. Buy a yacht, go to the moon, dog. Fucking get a hobby. Oh my god. That's, gross. Yeah, so that's that. That pissed me off. I remember I found that out when I was oh, ooh, that would have been bad. I would have been pissed off more. I would have blamed Poppy Playtime too. I would have, You'll have to sit tight for this one. This is the Little Nightmares timeline.
Is what I would have said if the video was continuing. But turns out this is probably gonna have to be a multi-part adventure because holy shit, I'm editing on my phone and this hurts, so I'm stopping. I hope you all have a lovely day, a wonderful night, or wherever the fuck. Go do what you need to do, dog.